then you know that you have it
So
recorded.
where does it record to? Like, where's this going to be saved?
It'll probably be saved straight to your computer.
Oh no, I have like 5 gigabytes of space.
You have OBS.
Fuck.
You can give someone else permission to record.
Can I do that?
I do not volunteer.
I also do not volunteer, but I'm 99% sure you can. You're recording right now.
I know. I pressed the record button.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wow, it's 15 people. It's pretty impressive. Once again, people who just came in, if you want to unmute yourself, you don't have to, and you want to share videos, it just makes it a little more personal for the comics you're going to perform, and we like to hear you guys laugh if we manage to get you guys to laugh at all. So, yeah, unless, of course, you have like your parents fighting in the background, then please keep it muted.
May or may not be a legitimate concern.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. But, okay, so I'll start in a minute, I guess. I'm just going to look over what I have to talk about.
Oh yeah, I didn't memorize my shit. So.
Yeah, I didn't really either. Hey, it's okay.
Yeah. I have a Word doc in front of me.
Nice.
If you're reading off notes, nobody can tell.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
true.
No,
I
you
really
just
should have
gotta
typed my
hide it
shit
really
up.
well. It's not that.
I think I have everything I want to do. Okay. Well then, hello everyone. I'm definitely reading notes right now. Thank you guys all for coming to the first official / unofficial Vaishakh open mic, online open mic that we were doing through Zoom. Again, I'll repeat it again, but if you guys could unmute your mics or show your videos, it just makes it a little, more personal for the comedians and a little more interesting at least, so it's not just dead cricket sounds. We have a great show signed up and lined up for you guys today. We have, besides myself, we have 5 other comedians. Really quickly, if anyone wanted to perform, say it now. But otherwise, I will get to it. I said 5 minutes, but we have only 6 people, so we can do 10 if we really want to. Or let's just say like 7 for now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that, do I stand up or do I sit down?
I mean, it is stand-up.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like it's weird. Okay.
There he goes, bro.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Where is the mic?
Stand down, boiler. God damn it.
Stand down, boiler up.
Hey, obviously this is pretty new for all of us. With COVID, a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are different. Oh my God, more people are coming in.
That's what she said.
Stop.
Nice.
Dang.
No heckling, man. Come on. Let's fucking mute you. Quarantine was pretty tough for me. The beginning of quarantine was hard to get adjusted to. When I first started quarantine, I found myself sympathizing with a lot of middle-aged stay-at-home moms. It was 3 days in, and I was like, where can I get Oxycontin? Not like I support it or anything like that, but I'm just saying I get it from my doctor with no questions asked. Anyway, I was watching Karate Kid, the version with Jaden Smith because Black Lives Matter. For those who haven't seen, that movie, basically what it is Jackie Chan teaches Jaden Smith Kung Fu, which is kind of weird because it's called Karate Kid. I kind of wonder, what was that board meeting like, some guy comes in and is like, all right, great, we're going to, remake Karate Kid. They're like, okay, awesome. I'm like, who are the actors? Okay, it's going to be Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. They're like, okay, so I assume Jackie Chan's going to keep karate, right? And well, no, it's going to be Kung Fu. So it's like, okay, so we'll call it Kung Fu Kid then? He's like, no. And then some executive in the building just stood up and was like, Kung Fu, Tai Chi, karate, no one can tell the difference. Ching Chong, Ding Dong. Oh, no, there's no way they can tell. And they paid $1 million. Watching that movie is kind of weird. Now that I'm older, I feel like I understand a lot of different things. There's this one scene where Jaden Smith is getting beat up by a bunch of Chinese kids. That's not the joke. It's, I was watching that scene, and I was watching that like, I understand now why they decided to film it in China. Because, if they filmed it in the United States and a bunch of Chinese kids are beating up a black kid, first of all, why? Second of all, that would be like a hate crime, right? But in China, like if that happens, like that's just the way things are. There's also another scene in that movie where Jackie Chan is teaching Gene Smith, you know, the basics of kung fu. He does it by doing like, oh, jack it on, back it off. And you know, it's a really interesting, you know, take on how to teach someone like using these unorthodox methods. And I was thinking, like, I wonder if there's any way you could apply that to like other things, like in life, like for real. Like I was thinking, like, what if someone's like learning to drive, and the first thing you tell them is like, all right, like go like milk a cow. They're like, milk a cow, yeah. So like milking cow, throw out the 9 into. Or you know, like it's a weird like body disformed cow, and they're like, you know, milking this way. They're milking a few cows kind of like this. I don't know, just figured that. I've been watching a lot of online videos. I get a lot of car ads, which is weird because I don't have my license, but I digress. You know, those car ads and videos are, you know, pretty interesting. There's a lot of different types. There's the one where it's like real people, not actors, but they have like pornographic level acting. You know? They're like, wow, or like, oh my god, this feels so good. But they're like, wow, so big. Which is like kind of ironic that I talk about like pornography, because I feel like that's like what an incel would say to defend it. They're like, it's real people, not actors. There's also those videos where they show off, like they demonstrate the new car technology, like the automatic braking, for instance. But what they don't show is like the teenager driving like 85 in a school zone, like Snapchatting the street before he gets kids. There's also that just strangely weird Matthew McConaughey Lincoln car ad. It's just Matthew McConaughey like in his car driving by himself at night. He's like, the roads is the only thing I know. And his wife is back. I sit in the front now. It's pretty weird. They don't do car ads for people our age because their life's in shambles. But if they did, I would want it to be something like this, where it's basically like this college kid, this broke college kid, and he's like, he gets into his car and he turns his car on. And the check engine light is on, but he ignores it. And then, you know, he's driving and texting at the same time, and he gets a text from his ex. She's like, come over. And, you know, he's weak-minded. He hasn't felt the touch of a woman in, like, months. So he heads over. But it turns out that, like, you know, his ex, like, her parents are still home. She's like, oh, like, let's get in the car and go somewhere. So now they're fucking in, like, their Honda Civic, like, in the parking lot of Toys R Us at, like, 8:30 p.m. And it, like, pans out. And, like, the big, like, the Honda slogan comes out. It's like, Honda, like, the power of dreams. Okay, that's all I had. Thanks for listening, guys. Thank you. Yay. That was strange, but you know, bear with us. I did admit some people midway through. If you guys want to unmute your mics / show your video, that would be great. Make it more personal. Will be cool and stuff like that. Really quickly, just in case this does happen, because it might. This Zoom might end at 8:30 because I have the free version, so I'm gonna copy and paste in like the invite link in the event that happens. So here's a different one. But up next, we have our very own Vaishakh. So let's give a hand for Vaishakh, everyone.
What is up, guys?
Hold on, wait, Vaishakh, wait a second so I can like make it's your face. How do I do that?
All right.
Spotlight video. All right, bet.
Wow, spotlight. Nice. All right, guys, I know it's stand-up, but I'm going to stay seated, you know, trying to revolutionize the stand-up game. But, all right, so, you know, I've been doing a lot of stuff during quarantine. Yeah, I say a lot of stuff. It's not a lot, but, you know, some of these things are really important to me. You know, I've been doing yoga, which I haven't ever done except, like, with my grandfather or something. But, you know, I did the classics, upwards dog, you know, backwards snake, doggy style human, you know, really works out the behind, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I've been trying to work out a bit more, you know, stay in touch with my body or whatever. I don't know what they say online, but I don't know if you've seen the videos where the guys like work out for like a month and they go from like a shell of a man to like a shelf of a man, where their abs are like shelves and I could like stack things on it, you know, would make a good nightstand or something. But yeah, like, are you serious? I don't think that could happen. 6 months and in limited time. No way. I'm going to go for that. I've also been following, you know, those incoming student posts where they're like class of 2024 or 2025 or whenever they graduate, I don't know, but where they like talk about themselves and like why they should room with you and stuff. And I've noticed like every single one contradicts themselves every other sentence. They're like, oh, I'm an extrovert, but I'm also an introvert. I like staying outside, but I also like staying inside. I'm an engineering student, but I also don't like having friends. I also like having friends. Yeah, no way. Doesn't make any sense. It's also like they're filling out like a multiple choice test every time they like choose their musical preferences, because like one of them either chooses like Lana Del Rey or Rex Orange County, like which both of those singers already their names sound like someone just threw like a really hipster first name and then followed it by like a California voting district. So it's like, yeah, very obscure. Not obscure actually, the opposite of obscure. But yeah, so I find those posts always like super hypocritical. I've also been watching a lot of stand-up comedy with all my free time, but honestly, I find the news way funnier nowadays. Not that obviously horrible things are happening on the news, but you know, like sometimes when like the people come out of the hospital and they're cured and they're like, oh wow, I want to thank my family and God, and then like the doctors in the background like, I'm right here. I mean, my name's Jesus, but like no relation. Yeah, that's actually all I have. Thank you.
All right, awesome, Vaishakh. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have in my notes that I'm supposed to promote what we're going to do for our next semester. So obviously, it probably will be some virtual mics and stuff like that. But for those who are going to be on campus, we are planning to do some hit and run mics where we literally take a mic stand and a speaker and go to random places on campus and just start performing. So, you know, keep an eye out on that. Follow us on social media for things like that. And in addition, I'm about to drop this link to our emailing list. We only send emails like once a week. I swear to God, it's not annoying. It would just keep you informed about anything like this that would be happening or any other events that we might have in the future. So please subscribe to that if you haven't already. All right, and so up next after Vaishakh, we have JT. Let's welcome JT to the virtual Zoom stage.
Nice. Shit. Okay. Actually, my name is Ronnie Shahi, man. So everybody's talking about quarantine activities, right? So like what I've been doing is just a lot of drugs. Just so many drugs. All right. I mean, like just like Marilyn Manson type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, weed stories are funny, right? They're totally not outdated. You know what's funny about weed is the fact that like if you get too high, your education level just gets pushed all the way back to like the second grade. You know, like the most semi-factual thing will just make someone go like, "Yo, that's fucking insane when you think about it, bro. Holy shit, dude." Like one time, me and my friends were outside in the night, like smoking a joint and looking up at the goddamn stars, right? Just pondering our general insignificance as humans. And like, I just said like, yo, you know, it's really crazy. Like the next star is like 90 million miles away from our star. And my friends are just like, bro, that's insane. We'll never get there. Holy shit. I'm like, I just blew these guys' minds with like something that I read from like from chapter 7 of my 8th grade physics textbook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you smoke enough weed, right, you'll just go back to like being an infant. It's like, yo, bathroom's down the hall. Down the hall, bro, we'll never make it, dog. I'm just gonna piss in my pants. I'm gonna piss in my pants. I've lost all bodily functions. So, as you can see, I probably need a haircut. What's funny though is that like I see a lot of videos on the internet of like barbers giving free haircuts to homeless people, right? And at first I find it like heartwarming, like, oh my God, from the kindness of their heart, they're giving this simple, you know, act of graciousness. We're so compassionate for humans. And then I just think to myself, like, you know, no one's gonna give money to that homeless person ever again, right? Because he looks sick as fuck, right? He has a sick ass face. You know, like if someone was just like walking down the street, right, and they see this really, really homeless man, like he looks homeless, right? They'll just be like, oh my God, geez Louise, look at this pathetic loser, man. I should give him $1. I mean, it won't do anything for him. You can't buy anything with $1, but it'll make me feel better. Here you go, you pathetic fucking loser. Have $1. I feel so good about myself. But if, you know, you see someone with like lines in their fucking fade, right? It's like, wow, look at this person sitting on the sidewalk for no discernible reason. What a respectable young man. You know, you can tell by the way that his hair looks that he eats regularly, you know? So I don't know, man. It's just funny because now I'm just thinking about like homeless people threatening each other with haircuts, right? Like, man, I told you not to panhandle on 31st Street. Now I'm going to give you something stylish yet practical. You know what I'm saying? And then I totally wasn't reading off my notes just then. So, so, you know, I think everybody is like slightly racist, right? Or at least prejudiced to an extent. And if you don't think that, then you're obviously lying, you Asian bastard. So I honestly think, right? I honestly think that people are racist, all of us. But what I can't stand is when people say something like, I see no color, right? Because it really angers me for some reason. I see no color, really? You want a medal for being visually impaired? You're not Helen Keller, bro. For real. Just shut the fuck up, dude. Like, it must be such a it must be a hard ass time to have like an honest conversation with these people. Like, just like, you know, I think black people deserve rights. Black people? I do not know what you mean. I see no color. All right, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's go around applause for JT. Thank you, JT. Okay, do I have anything else to say? No, I don't. Okay, up next we have Sam. Let's welcome Sam to our, I don't even know, it's virtual stage, I guess, again.
So I'm sure at this point, everyone's summer has been very exciting and very entertaining. I mean, even if you're not the ones out on the street partying every night going crazy, at least you get to sit on your couch, turn on CNN, and watch people party. I mean, to be honest, I kind of miss the quiet isolation part of quarantine. Like, the big was just making fun of people with too much toilet paper. Like, can we go back to that, please, and not worry about all this senseless violence and crazy drama? I mean, okay, considering everything that's happening, you gotta be, honestly, really, really stupid to turn the whole mask thing into a political issue. Like, we talk about first world problems. Like, come on. It's like, I have a right to infect other people, and I have to get the virus. Okay, well, if you want to get technical, suicide is illegal. So no, you don't have that right. And actually, fun fact, the reason suicide is illegal is so that the cops have an excuse to break into your house and tackle you if they think that you're going to kill yourself. Well, not that the law would stop them anyways, but you know. I mean, you just look at all the people going crazy on TV, and you go back into history and look at other huge failures in human history, like the fall of Rome, for example. Like, how did the greatest empire of its time just collapse? You know, how did the Dark Ages happen? Like, how could people possibly be that stupid? And, you know, like I said earlier, you turn on CNN, that about does it. And here's the thing, you only ever see the crazy active anti-maskers. Like, I bet most of the people who don't wear masks are just those crazy extroverts you're happy to not be dealing with. You're like, bro, it's been like 5 days without a party, man. I gotta talk to someone. I gotta like socialize, you know? Like, those are the people who say, I'd rather be 6 feet under than 6 feet apart. Yeah, imagine being an extrovert, man. What else? One of the things I've been having trouble with is motivating myself to be productive during isolation. And I know everybody else has their own methods for what they like to do. And more power to you, but some people just motivate themselves with the weirdest stuff. Like, I've seen some pretty crazy analogies out there. You know, life is like a sandwich. No matter what side of bread, the bread comes first, you know? I don't wipe my ass because I don't let shit bother me. In a similar vein, it's like, if you need to cut out toxic people, it's like, y'all a bunch of inexperienced chefs stirring the pot when shit ain't even heated. You know? So bad. I think my favorite one is, you're a bunch of complex numbers that always disappear when shit gets real. That's about all I got. Thank you for listening to my stupid jokes.
All right.
Bravo.
Thank you, Strawberry Jam. Thank you. Okay, I guess just reminders, even though you guys have been here the entire time. Subscribe to the email if you haven't already, and in the event this meeting goes down, please save that other Zoom meeting invitation because I don't have the paid version of Zoom. Okay, so up next, we are welcoming our next comedian. Let's give a round of applause for Lucas. I can find Lucas, sorry, give me a sec. Spotlight video, okay.
All right, so I'm hoping I found the one spot in my room that does not have embarrassing pictures of me from like 6th grade. Fingers crossed on that. So, very lucky. I've worked for my grandpa this summer, which is weird because it's in the city. So it's like, hey, you want to die but get paid for it? Here you go. But some weird things have happened. Like, I came out of the train station, and walking to the bus stop, and the first thing I see is just a man wheeling an empty wheelchair. I hope it's not what I think it is, but it's probably. Even weirder, though, was the homeless guy that punched me. It's a very weird way to ask for money. Genuinely, come at the train station, wham! No, thank you. Yeah. So I've been trying to eat healthier because you know what they say: your body is a temple. Put what you should in it. But if my body is some people's bodies are temples, I can get that. But if that's what they are, my body is a 7-Eleven, full of shit and processed and open 24/7. It's just not a good deal, man. But I found out recently that if you film anything that's stupid, it's technically science. So that being said, I will now become the next YouTube vlogger. Subscribe. Gang. Also, and quarantine's got me thinking, hey, what did I used to do during blackouts when I was a kid? Because that's essentially what it feels like at this point. You can't go outside. You're sick of the internet. You found too much shit. So I originally found a Game Boy, which was great. And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then, I was brushing my teeth in the morning because, healthy habits, you gotta have them. We love it. And y'all remember Tooth Tunes? What the fuck is up with like, who went, hey, what if we have kids shove a speaker inside their mouth while they brush their teeth? Hear me out. And it's all copyright. It's brilliant. So, yeah, Tinder's also been really popping off. I went from my usual, 3 likes to about 8, which is a big increase. We love it. But it also led me to one thing. Girls give signs, they give signs. Give me 1 sec.
No way. No way.
We love a closed door. Anyways. Girls give signs when they start to get into you, right? And if girls give signs, they're like traffic lights. Guys are colorblind. Normally you're like, I get it, I understand, but every now and then it's sideways, and you're just like, shit, man. What the fuck am I gonna do with this? And people are getting bored. They're running out of things to watch on Netflix. So I've started doing a very dangerous thing. Talking with my family. But just having a normal conversation with my mom, who is not a sciencey person, and then she brought up aliens. This is a woman that falls asleep watching Star Wars. And she's like, so what do you think about aliens? Motherfucker, what? Really was not expecting it. But yeah, and my sister started going through Disney Plus because she's a teenager. And she watched Victorious, and she doesn't use headphones because, again, she's a teenager. So Andre's grandma. A little insane. But it kind of led me to thinking about old people. And not in a gross way, because I get it's quarantine and people are desperate, but not that way. But it's in there's 3 types of old people. You've got your stereotypical. Oh shit! Of course, it's not on Disney Plus. Might be. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
anyways.
Go on.
And there's 3 types of old people. You got your stereotypical. I will bake you cookies. I will feed you until you look like Violet from Willy Wonka. Sweet old ladies, etc. You've got your crotchety old men that are like, get off my lawns. What is with the liberals these days? And then you just got the really fucking weird ones, which happens to be my grandpa. It's great. We love it. It keeps you on your toes. Because, I'll see him after I haven't seen him for, a few weeks. And the first question he'll ask me in front of my parents are, have you gotten laid yet? No, but thank you for asking. I'm glad someone's concerned. It gets weirder though, because every now and then he throws in a very weird one, like you should get married 3 times. 3? He told me this on his birthday at dinner in front of my parents. Get married 3 times. The first time, puppy love. Second time, money. The third time, love? Nah, companionship. That's the seller. And that's not even the worst one, I think. Nothing was better than explaining Purdue to him. Yeah, like here's the gender breakdown, 70% male, 30% female. Nah. And he goes at dinner, nah. You mean 70% male, 20% female, 10% bisexual. I'm sorry, what? and I started to get out of it. I don't think you understand what that means. When my mother cut me off saying, no, he's right. Is he though? But is he though? Not. That's basically all I got.
I'm gonna mute you, Lucas. I'm sorry. You just like awakened some evil demon in your bed. Okay. Thank you,
really loud.
Thank you, Lucas. That was really loud. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Once again, check the email. And actually, I got a notification midway through the performance. Zoom's gave me. They said they would extend it past 40 minutes. I don't know why, but so this should not end early. Okay. Up next on the list, I guess last but not least, we have our very own Randall Kane. Randall, let me get it to your screen really quick. Okay. All right, Randall.
Greetings. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about where I'm from. I believe a poet once said, where I come from, things are not that great. My automobile is a piece of crap, and my fashion sense is a little whack. Anyways, I want to tell you about Toledo, Ohio. Where I come from, if you had fresh air, people would start lighting things on fire and saying, no, we don't do that here. If you had fresh water, people would say, no, we don't drink that. And that's just how it is in Dana, Indiana. I want to tell you a little bit about the people who live in Bee Cave, Texas. they seem to think that we live in the hood. And I ask, we live in the hood. Where? What ghetto are we living in? Of course, the certified hood classic of Loyola, Illinois, where people jaywalk and loiter. I must say, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here today in Des Moines, Iowa. I just wanted to tell you a story. I was going on a jog. Just around the neighborhood to get some exercise, God forbid. And, well, I tripped on a dog. I fell flat on my face. Like that. And the owner said, no, don't worry. He doesn't bite. Well, when you're in Sacramento, California, that's just something you gotta look out for. Well, what can be done? Thank you. My name is Randall Kane, and you can visit Purdue-locomotive.wordpress.com for more fun facts.
Thank you, Randall. Thank you for that. That does remind me. Vaishakh, if you want to drop the link to your satirical website, Vaishakh has a.
Yeah, this is the. Good.
Randall has all the stuff on the website right
and
now.
I
But
run a website now. The
yeah,
link
so
will be your
Vaishakh, if you want to drop that link, just a
drop the
reminder,
link.
everyone, please, if you haven't already, sign up for our email list so we can send more information for things like this, for things to come. Follow our Instagram. We will try to be more socially active as the upcoming weeks towards the semester come. Also, just a random poll question, but how many of the people here are coming back to campus?
I am.
Okay, thank you, Randall.
I'll be here.
Nope.
There's like a raised hand.
Okay.
Oh,
so
not
that was-
Dominic, man.
Well, I'm working. I'm doing a co-op.
No excuses, dog. You
I'm
really
sorry.
broke my heart.
By the way, if
Fuck.
anyone wants to stay after, I want to test some stuff because I missed the
Build your own
workshop
robot
yesterday.
to like carry your consciousness to all
Okay,
the
that really ends like the official open mic. Like Dominic just said, I guess if you would like to stay, you can. I guess Dominic has something too. But that is gonna, I guess, do it for our official list of comics that we had. Thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it. Any feedback would be great. If you guys want to just email, be like, hey, I like this, I didn't like this, or you can honestly just say it now because I guess this is pretty informal. But appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out and giving us a chance. And I don't know if I say bye now, but because I'm going to keep the call going. But if you would like to leave, you can. So.
All right.
No, I'm gonna stay for the after party.
The after party.
Yeah, the after party.